10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go. Hey, got it.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
They get it to him running left. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Duke Riley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help them at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Left.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Hey, let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Underneath to Allen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's run incomplete. It's John Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got Snead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it? Yeah. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down, Freeman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Get up! 21!
On 3rd down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tony Jefferson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Jackson now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, it's Collins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! 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 Over!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it here. This is Bucknell, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Terrell McClain in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down to Allen on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Detroit!
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Willie Henry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 62 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Get up!
On 2nd down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, let's go!
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a first down run with Collins. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
And again, it's Collins. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Terrell McClain able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
20, 21.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
12.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
21.
Back to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.